I am now riding alongside the Pacific Ocean, and after 3 days of smoke, I get a day of fog. All right, we're going to break away from it for a little bit. I think we'll come back to it. Wanted to show you these gas prices. $4.79, $4.99, $5.19. I could possibly hit my first ever $100 tank of gas in this state. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. It's coming through the town of Eureka in Northern California. This tank truck next to me that's in a rush to get somewhere, but we just keep hitting red lights. Sorry, I hit a button that I shouldn't have. Alright, let's sign out for now. Okay, I am riding south on US 101. Hugs the Pacific coast. US 1 hugs the Atlantic Ocean. US 101 hugs the Pacific Ocean. As far as I know, it's the only United States route, interstate route, whatever, that's triple digit. States have a lot of triple digits, but the U.S. routes, I don't know of anyone other than this one. It's over 99. So here we are on 101, heading down towards Humboldt State Park. I'm going to drive and get out and do some walking. Hopefully, the Avenue of the Giants is supposed to take you through all kinds of gorgeous redwoods, so that'll be its own video. Looking forward to that. So right now I'm on the famous California Route 1. This is the part that's north of San Francisco. I'm not sure if this is as well traveled as like Big Sur and Caramel and all that. Carmel, I don't know what that is down there. Anyhow, this is a lot of this curvy stuff. I'm loving it. So, to my boy J.H. Bart, this is my 8th day of this, and I'm still loving it. Had one day of a lot of straight stuff. Keep me in this curvy stuff. So I'm not sure how close it gets to the Pacific Ocean. The sun is out. First time I've seen sun without smoke or fog in days. And it's not because it's cloudy, because the weather forecast, the chance of rain for the next 10 days is 0%. So I'll just keep on trucking. This is this is a little tough one-handed, I gotta tell you. Got a guy coming up behind me, so I'm going to pull over and let him by. Here we are on Highway 1, or Route 1, looking out at the Pacific Ocean, some of the rock formations. It is a very foggy day. Seems to be a thing along the Northern California coast. Small beach down there. I don't know if it's even accessible or not, but it's pretty darn cold here. Just some more of the coast as we're driving along. It's like 2 in the afternoon and still pretty foggy. I thought maybe that'd be just a morning thing, but I'm about 100 miles north of San Francisco. So I'm not in Napa Valley, but I passed an awful lot of vineyards here. And I'm so busy talking, I'm not paying attention to the fact I'm supposed to be slowing down. So I'm in some town now, just as I wanted to pass a lot of large vineyards, and of course, as soon as I pull the camera up, we're in a town. So let's see, I'll see if down the road I can find you some vineyards. Well, let's stick around and check out this this town. It's Labor Day weekend. I've seen lots of groups of motorcycles and people just out enjoying themselves. Because of the fires, every national forest in the state is closed. The national parks, some of them are open. I think Lassen Volcanic is closed. And people are just looking for something to do, and they can't get into the national forest to do anything, which there are a lot of. So,
in 600 feet, turn right onto California 128 East.
My GPS
Take the next right onto California 128 East.
Keeps messing up. I'm sitting on this 128 East. It keeps going.
Head east toward California 128 East.
Oh, please stop. Anyhow. I've never seen it mess up this much as it has. There's no smoke, no fog, so I don't know what the issue is. Anyhow, that was the town. Wasn't much to it. Maybe there's more ahead, but I don't think so. Well, here's some vineyards coming up. So here's some vineyards as we're just driving down, and they're on both sides of the road. I don't drink wine. I don't know anything about it, so I don't know, what's going on here.
Take the next right onto California 128 East.
Oh, she's killing me. I've been on 128 for like 50
miles. Make a U-turn, then turn right onto Hussett Road.
I don't know where she's got me. All right. Anyhow, Western California, 100 miles above San Francisco. Some good-sized hills. I don't think these are considered mountains. A lot of pasture land and some vineyards. All right, I've waited all this time to get to the Golden Gate Bridge. Don't know if you can see the very top of it, but I don't think I'm going to be seeing it. This is some serious fog up ahead. I can see the very top above the fog. Heavy fog, the sign says. Well, here we go. The little bit we'll be able to see. The guy in front of me just keeps hitting his brakes.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 438 for California 1 South toward 19th Avenue, Golden Gate Park.
All right, here's the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, cannot see a thing. That is quite disappointing. Oh well. I can say I drove across it. These are some tight lanes here. Willing to bet you though, the fog's not thick enough that'll keep me from having to pay toll on this thing. Could show you off to the side, but you're not going to see much. The railings, some people on bikes. I remember reading years and years ago, I don't know if it's still true with new technology, that it took a year or maybe 2 years, however long, to paint, 1 year or 2 years to paint this bridge, and as soon as they were done they had to start all over. So the Golden Gate. It's a small piece of streets in San Francisco, going up the hill, known for its hills. All the houses, their bases are built at angles so the house can be straight. Oh, just a little touch of San Francisco. I don't think I'm in a famous section. I don't know where I am. Just following Route 1. See them, all kinds of surfers out here. And the waves are breaking right near the shore, so I don't know what's going on, but they're trying. So here's the Pacific Ocean as I'm riding along California Route 1, south of San Francisco. And I'm not sure, man. I don't know how often they get this fog, but this fog is brutal. So it's like 53 degrees out. And there are people going to the beach dressed like they're going to a Buffalo Bills football game in November. I'm not sure what the fun is in that. And then there's surfers in their wetsuits, which keeps you warm when you're in the water, not so much when you're out of the water. So I guess you deal with what you got in your area, but it's just different than what I'm used to seeing when you go by a beach. But there's definitely no sunbathing going on out here. Alright, here we are coming down on a beach area. I don't see anyone on the beach, but lots of birds. They got sand piled up, so we can't really look down there. There's some people surfing up here. I'm back on the road again. Some California Route 25, I think. I am so far from anything that my Amazon Music stopped working. My maps stopped working. Pretty much anything that works off the phone stopped working. So, had to bring out the old paper maps and do a little reconnaissance to figure out where I was going. I got myself to the park okay doing that, but never thought to get myself out of the park. So, off on a different kind of adventure here now. I just want to point something out here. I've been on this road since I left Pinnacles about 45 minutes ago. This is why I do these trips. I hate traffic. I have not seen a single vehicle of any kind. No tractors, no trucks, no cars, no motorcycles, no anything. And I'm just absolutely loving it. 45 minutes without a vehicle. And we'll just keep track of how long we can go till we see one. Thought I'd point this out. These ranchers come out here, and they started off by just plowing, and they've turned them into roads. I've seen this in different states, but all for the same reason. So they make these roads that run right along their property line, right along their fences. I don't know if you can see them or not. And the point of them is that people come out here and are smoking cigarettes and whatnot and throw their butts out and start fires. So they
in half a mile, continue on to California 145 North.
So they put these up as fire breaks, so they don't lose all their pasture land or all their crops or whatever they've got going on. It just gives them, I don't know, a chance to preserve their land because, oh, hey, look, here's a stockyard over here.
Continue on California 145 North for 13 miles.
Ever wonder where all your beef comes from? Places like that. There's all their grain for feed. So all these little things that, a whole pile more cattle over here. So the ranchers bring them in and sell them to the stockyards, and the stockyards I don't know if they fatten them up depending what kind of shape they're in, I guess. And ship them off to the slaughterhouses. So I'm not sure exactly where I am. I just came through a town called Coalinga. I spent 50 minutes on that one road and saw 2 vehicles. Then I got on another road and I thought, wow, as soon as I got on, I saw 4 vehicles. I thought, I'm going to be near a town. 45 minutes and 30 vehicles later, I finally hit the town. So now this is California. It's all just flat as can be. This is like a huge orchard. I'm guessing I'm in fruit growing territory because I passed a few others of these. And some kind of fruit tree, and there's been some fruit bushes, and I saw a sign at one of the big places for the company Driscoll, that I know that when I buy blueberries and strawberries at Driscoll, so the company Driscoll's in this area. I don't think that they actually grow their own stuff. They just buy it and package it and send it on. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times before. I'm about 6 miles east of the town of San Joaquin. Still all these different types of fruits. I don't know what they are. There's so many things that grow on trees. I don't know if they're plums, pears, peaches, oranges. I don't know. But anyhow, this is an old memory, so I'm not going to tell you it's completely accurate. But if I recall, San Joaquin Valley is where a lot of fruit that comes to America comes from. Not all. I mean, I was in Colorado where they grow cantaloupe and melons and peaches, and obviously it's spread around the country, but I think San Joaquin Valley is one of the big producers. So I'm guessing since the town of San Joaquin is down the road, this must be San Joaquin Valley. It's a large valley if it is, because I don't see any mountains or hills in any direction, but maybe that's just a term they use. Anyhow, well, here's something different. I don't know what all this stuff is. I saw one thing that was completely covered, so I don't know if that was blueberries or something like that. I don't know. It's just been interesting to see all these different trees or orchards or whatever they are. They're just literally tens of miles. All right, 100 miles later, and there's still these trees alongside the road, and then these bushes, or whatever those things are, they're farther over. But the reason I brought it up is I just passed something that made me think that maybe it's not all fruit, because pistachios come from this area also. I don't know what a pistachio tree or bush looks like. But maybe, just maybe it's pistachios, some of this stuff.